Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunch with Linda. I'm Linda Daniels, and you are now inside Northampton Wolves. I just got a strange message saying that the stream for YouTube ended. So if you guys can't find me on YouTube, you are going to need to switch to Facebook. If you're here, let me know. If you are on YouTube and it's working now, let me know that too, because I am alone here today and can't really tell what's going on. So say hi so I know that it's actually working. Otherwise, I'll have to start again, I think. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I am alone here today. Kate is taking some time off. Yeah, there it says unable to do it on YouTube because of a connection error. So switch to Facebook, you guys, and I'll probably be able to save this to YouTube and you can catch it later on. Jen, thank you. Yeah, so Jen just said she switched to Facebook and everything is okay on Facebook. The unfortunate thing about this is that we're not able to check that everything's working until we actually start working on it. So hopefully you guys all find me on Facebook. All right, so like I said, Kate's not here. She is taking the week off for a little vacation and also a little celebration. Some of you may know that Kate is working on getting her certification for becoming a Braille transcriber, and she just got notified that she passed the last session and is ready to do her last big book translation. So we say congratulations to her and much success on this new endeavor as well. She's not leaving here. She's just also going to be able to be a Braille transcriber. I really don't know that there's any way I can fix this YouTube thing, but we'll continue. So it was a gloriously beautiful weekend here in Massachusetts. One of those just perfect summer weekends where the weather is glorious. There was very little humidity. We had lots and lots of sun. The evenings were cool and pleasant for sleeping, and the mornings were glorious. And it was the perfect weekend for sidewalk sales. So we had lots of activity in downtown Northampton. Things were happening all over the place, up and down the street. And if you got a chance to visit, I hope you were able to snag some bargains. I'm going to be sharing some of the stories and some of the things that happened a little bit later on, so that you guys can kind of have a feel for what it was like to be here during the whole weekend. It is the last Monday of July. We made it through the month of July, ready to hit August, and I wanted to tell you about some of the things that are going on, remind you some of the things that are going on in August. First and foremost is the Shop Hop that starts on August 6th and runs through the 17th. You can find a list of stores in the link for this that still have Shop Hop bags. I was talking to Rachel from You and I down, and she still had one bag left, but there are other stores that have more bags left for the Shop Hop. Hi, Lori. They all will be more than happy to sell one to you and to mail it too. There's still plenty of time to get it in the mail. You'll get the bag and the passport, and you'll be able to start your adventures. Rachel was up here dropping off the loaded, stuffed full bags of daily door prizes. Hi, Rosemary. So we will be working on separating all of that into little door prize gifts that you'll be able to enter. And even if you don't visit all of 13 of the shops, each shop that you do visit will have an entry for that daily door prize. So you will have a chance at winning something. You will also get a free pattern at each of the stores and hopefully be able to see some of those stores and what they have to offer you. So people are beginning to find us, hopefully on Facebook. Say hi so that I know you're there. We also in August we have one class happening in August called Love Notes. I had on my Love Notes sweater a couple of weeks ago when I did the broadcast, and I spent the weekend making the baby Love Notes. Look at this. This is the smallest size, and I did it in Encore Chunky. I think it's probably big enough to fit maybe up to a 2-year-old, although the size on the pattern says that it's a 6 to 12 month size. I think this is one of those sweaters like the Redunculus, where you can do it in several different weights and get even a smaller size. Like I said, this was a chunky, the Encore Chunky, on a size 10 needle, and will come out smaller if you decide to do it on a worsted weight yarn. But it's a great way to learn the technique and not invest a lot of time or money. I mean, literally, I started this on Friday and finished it on Sunday morning in time to put it in water. It's still a little bit damp, but it's here in the store if you want to see it. So that class starts the second Monday of August, which I think is the 12th, but I'm not positive. It is on the website, and we do have room left. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Sally. Hi, Maureen. So if you are so inclined, you will be able to learn to knit in the round. The thing that makes Love Notes almost as popular as Redunculus are several things. It's top down, it's on a size 10 needle, so it's quick, knit in the round with no seams, and it does not have short rows if you choose to not do short rows. There aren't short rows in the back neck. It's just all increases and stockinette stitch. The lace work is both charted and written out. Now people are showing up. Thank you. Thank you all. Lucia and Linda and Lisa. And then once the lace is over, you do a little bit of raglan increasing, and once you hit the number for your size, divide off the sleeves and do the rest in the round. So we will be able to cover that class in just 3 weeks, and we can always add an additional one if people need it. But like I said, I think we have about 6 at the most. Maybe it's more like 5 slots left, and you can find that on our website. So that's coming up in August. Yeah, I'm not on YouTube, Eileen, because for some reason it says it's not able to connect. So we're just on Facebook today. So that's coming up in August. And then I also scheduled a Granny Square class. August has in it National Granny Square Day. And part of sidewalk sales being over means that we completely revamp the store. So we're going to be hanging up that giant Granny Square that we did a couple of years ago to fill one entire window. And I'm going to be doing a Granny Square one-day workshop on August 17th. National Granny Square Day is actually August 15th. And if you've been paying any attention to the world out there, you know that if not actual granny squares, the Granny Square stitch is having a big, big, big resurgence. So you're gonna find Granny Square sweaters. I've seen Granny Square shorts, Granny Square pants, Granny Square ponchos, Granny Square everything. And if you've never attempted a Granny Square, this is your opportunity. It will only take you that one class to learn the basics, and you'll walk out of here with a few rounds of a Granny Square done and the basic set of directions and some invaluable knowledge if you want to stay trendy and make all the teenagers in your life really happy. So that's coming up in August. That's also listed on the website, so if you want to sign up for that, you can. And then I'm also doing a Learn to Knit on August 24th. So if you know somebody who's been asking you to teach them and you really don't want to, send them our way. Our Learn to Knit in 3-hour class has been going on for years and years. I think over 20 years we've been doing this Learn to Knit. In that class, we cover all of the basics. We teach how to cast on, how to knit, and how to purl, while we help people make their first fingerless mitt. And I'm going to be teaching this one again. So that's scheduled for August 24th, a Saturday, from, let's see, did I write the hours down? I think it's like 12 to 3 or something like that, but it's on the website, so you can find that. So part of our finishing up Sidewalk Sales, like I said, is to kind of massively reconfigure the store. We will spend this week moving yarns around, reconfiguring the sale baskets that we put outside, putting some of the rest of the sale stuff downstairs in our sales selection, and hopefully enticing you to find something new, a new project to work on. And of course, the Olympics are in progress. And again, if you have not been paying attention, the big news, and people keep talking about it, is Tom Daley from the UK. He is a UK diver, and just, I know he competed last night, but I'm not sure, I don't remember exactly. I think he won a silver, and the China team won the gold medal in the paired diving competition, where they have to do the same dive in exactly the same way. And he is a knitter. He was in the last Olympics and got a lot of coverage because he was knitting in the stands while he watched other competitions in the Olympics. He has a little YouTube channel and an Instagram page, and was showing off the sweater that he made during the last Olympics and asking people for suggestions about what to do for this Olympics. So we will be ready to see what he comes up with. In the meantime, if he can knit during the Olympics, and he's actually there, all of you should be able to knit during the Olympics while you're watching on television. I know I've spent last night going through the basket that I keep next to my chair of current projects that I want to both complete and need to start, so that I've got my knitting all right there at a touch. Yeah, you have to go, I'm getting messages, but hopefully they will look to find us on Facebook. I'm so sorry this is happening. Anyway, I've got all of my Olympic projects lined up, and hopefully I will get through a lot of them as I get through these 2 weeks of Olympic watching. So probably at the end of those 2 weeks, I'm going to ask everybody, show me what you did. Show me what was your favorite thing to knit. I know it's nice to have some really simple knitting so that you don't have to be looking at a chart or trying to follow directions while you're also trying to watch, I don't know, Simone Biles or some of the swimming races or some of the horse displays. It's nice to have something easy that you can just pick up and put down. So Sidewalk Sales, like I said, were well attended, very busy, and very successful. I want to thank everybody that showed up. We had a great time meeting lots of new people, and just, I was outside Saturday sitting on the sidewalk while my employees were inside staffing the cash register, and it was so much fun to see all kinds of people coming through town, dressed in all kinds of ways. One young woman that I saw had on sweatpants with one leg rolled all the way up, and the next time I talk to my granddaughter, I'm gonna have to ask her if that is the new thing, the it thing now. Sweatpants with one leg showing. She didn't cut them off, she just rolled them all up. But we had several fun things happen during Sidewalk Sales, and one was Catherine, who showed up here first thing Saturday morning after driving all the way in from Provincetown from her vacation week. She didn't even go home. She came straight here, and she grabbed up some goodies this weekend as well, and I got a kick out of that. And if you follow us on Instagram, we did a little live Instagram post about her doing that. That's determination. I think. One woman, a couple of days before Sidewalk Sales, bought yarn to make a t-shirt and was going to happily start that. When she came back to participate in Sidewalk Sales, she noticed that the sweater that she was going to make, the t-shirt that was going to make, was part of our sample sale. Tried it on, it fit perfectly, and she ended up buying the sample sweater. She's going to find something else to do with the yarn that she bought to make that shirt, and now she's very happy wearing one of the t-shirts from the sample sale. We've put all those samples away, and we will be doing another sample sale later on in the fall, either at Columbus Day or Veterans Day, and that's when we will have even more samples on sale. We sold quite a few of them this weekend, so we are looking forward to selling the rest. Those samples are the ones that we've done for the store that either the yarn is gone, or we can't get any more, or we've just done a new sample in the yarn to show. So it's a great way to pick up an already made sweater. And this woman was very smart and very lucky that she found the one that she loved instead of having to knit it. And then I also overheard, not that I was eavesdropping, but there was a group of 4 people, 2 married couples, who were visiting town and taking advantage of the sidewalk sales, and they were in the middle of the store having a conversation, which I was able to overhear. And one of them was a knitter and was telling her friend about a blanket that she had knit for her mother, and that it was something that she did in pieces, and that she was on the plane to Australia. She was from Australia to visit her mother, and she was putting the squares together to form a blanket, and said that she was actually happy that the flight was so long because she managed to put the whole blanket together, as she said, just in the nick of time. But the thing that struck me most about the conversation was what she said next. And she said this so nonchalantly, but I was like struck by it because, again, this is the kind of connection that I talk about. She's clearly living here in the States and had a beautiful Australian accent, but what she said next to her friend was, it makes me so happy to think about my mother being covered with that blanket. And I, again, was just, damn, that's exactly what knitting for somebody means. Again and again, you hear me talk about it, and I'm managing to do this without a lot of tears. But being so far away from somebody and yet still being able to feel like your arms and your love are surrounding that person. That's all that she said. She didn't say anything else about the condition of her mom, or if it was just a gift of love and her mom is fine. But I just really wanted to share that with you guys because it made me stop and think about, there's an awful lot of my knitting out there in the world, and much of it is on or owned by people that I know very little about. They're not part of my family, and I hope that every time they take that piece of knitting out and put it on or use it in whatever fashion, that it brings them joy, because that also makes me happy and brings me joy. It's part of what I do and why I knit. Okay. Modern Daily Knitting, if you follow them, had a little piece this weekend, and they shared a little essay by Dana Williams Johnson, who is also a knitter, and along those lines, she said that one of her favorite things to knit for new babies is the Purl Soho Chevron blanket. It's a free pattern, Purl Soho Chevron blanket. Thank you, Amanda. And it's done in chunky weight yarn, and she knits it up, and she said one of the greatest senses of happiness and pleasure that she gets is when she gets to meet that new baby and that baby is wrapped in the blanket that she knit. And again, I was like, yes, that is exactly what it is all about all the time. Being able to see your knitting in use, feel your knitting being appreciated and loved. We also had a customer who was talking about being knit-worthy this week, and we use that term quite a bit. So it's always fun to think about that as well. One more wonderful new thing is Lizzie Alwyn has a farm where she is raising goats. The name of the farm is Van Goat. They move those goats around in a van and are available, I'm pretty sure, for goat eating weed destruction, if you know what that means. If you have a field that you need cleared, then goats are the perfect thing to do that with. But she also is a knitter and was in class one day, in a ranunculus class, talking about the goats and her farm and the goat milk that she gets, and making cheese. And I happened to ask her if she had made any soap yet, and a business was born. So Lizzie has, oh wait, Rosemary, I have to read that. She gifted the mother of a friend with a shawl that I had knitted in 2021, and the mother used the shawl all of the time to comfort and keep her warm. The mom passed away last week at the age, oh my gosh, of 105. Oh. And her daughter decided to include the shawl in the casket. Thank you, Rosemary. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. So back to Lizzie. She has started to make soap. And in the middle of the class, people threw out some ideas for scents that the soap might be able to be made. And Lizzie has done that. And yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, Lizzie brought the first or maybe second group of soap cakes here. And we are so proud and honored to have them here for you. So this is the size of her normal round soap. And it doesn't take that long to actually make it, but it takes 6 weeks for the soap to cure so that it's hard enough to use. So this is her absolutely, let me see if I can get this right, wonderful logo. There we go. The soaps are wrapped in paper with the logo sticker on the front and then the information sticker on the back. And she did several different scents. This one is honey almond, which is absolutely delicious. She also did an unscented variety. If you are at all sensitive to smells, you will appreciate that. It's not called unscented, it's called standard. So there is no smell to that one. And she did lavender and lemon poppy seed. The lemon poppy seed actually makes me hungry. But we've got all of those scents in stock in this size. The standard cake sells for $8 and the scented cakes sell for $8.50. And it is goat's milk soap. She also did these tiny little mini bars. So if you are nervous about it or want to be able to sample it before you actually buy, these little mini bars sell for $2.50, and they also come in those scents, the honey almond, the lavender, the lemon poppy seed, and the standard. So you can try a little soap, try it out and see what you like. And then she also did stickers, because that logo is one of the happiest logos I have seen in a very long time. So colorful, so inspiring, and just so beautiful. We have these stickers for sale, and they are for $4 each. Now I have them, we will have them available on the website. We just have to take photos of them and put them up. But it is all in the store now. Hopefully you guys will be able to come in and take advantage of that and try it out and let us know. Lizzie wants to know what you think about the soap and what other scents you might like. When she was here dropping it off, there were customers in the store and they started to throw flavors out or scents out to her, like a cinnamon or a cinnamon apple and a couple of more manly scents that I can't remember. So I look forward to your feedback on the soap line, because I love supporting small local businesses like that, and especially being able to offer them to our customers as well. I have sampled it. Lizzie did have some samples, brought some samples in to me a while ago and shared some with some of the other students in the class that were there, and everybody raved about it. It is creamy, it is sudsy, and leaves your skin feeling very, very rich and soft. So that is it for today. I managed to do this by myself, and hopefully I will be able to at least save this on YouTube so our YouTubers can watch it later. And all of you Facebook friends, thanks for showing up. So get your basket of knitting ready for your Olympic knitting and go knit something. Bye-bye.